Make no expense but to do good to others or yourself, i.e. waste nothing.
Well, that's interesting.
Make no expense but to do good to others or yourself.
So what it's saying is that watch how you spend your money, but if you're spending money on the necessities of life and don't waste it on other things, use it properly. You've done industry. Sincerity.
Use no hurtful deceit. Think innocently and justly, and if you speak, speak accordingly.
People can tell when you're not sincere, when you're trying to con somebody just to get what you want, to use somebody to get what you want. It ain't going to last long.
Yep.
We did, justice.
Wrong none by doing injuries or omitting the benefits that are your duty.
Oh, wow.
That second part's really interesting. Wrong none by doing injuries. That's pretty straightforward. Or omitting the benefits that are your duty, meaning it's your duty to provide these benefits to others. If you don't, that's an injustice. If you can give and you don't give, that's as wrong as not giving.
That's really good. Moderation.
I think I love moderation. Avoid extremes. Forbear resenting injuries so much as you think they deserve. Avoid extremes. Get that? Be in the middle. Forbear resenting injuries so much as you think they deserve. Get past them.
So, did you have a little saying that your mother gave you on moderation?
Ooh, I don't know. What's yours?
Well, yeah. Well, I guess it's
my mother wasn't much into moderation, but
everything in moderation, including moderation.
Right.
And what I
that's a great one.
As that relates to me, my mother said that, look, if you're in debt and you're working yourself 80 hours a week trying to get out of debt, and you got all the right ideas to try to be diligent and industrious and everything else to try to make up for what you've done wrong and make it all right, you're going to burn yourself out. You've got to buy a necktie for yourself every now and then. You know, you can't just go that hard and be that serious. You got to lighten up just a little bit, because that's a key to life, by the way, is if you're always pushing hard and always being serious, if you're that serious, just see a funny movie every now and then. Okay, cleanliness.
Tolerate no uncleanliness in body, clothes, or habitation, which I think there was probably 100 years where you never had to say this one because society was just kind of clean and ordered. Probably when Franklin was living, you needed to say this, and I think we need to get back to this notion. At times we've become a sloppy society, just in general, you know, and I think there's something to be said about orderliness.
Clean up your mess doesn't only mean your physical mess.
Right.
It's a cleanliness. Clean up your act. That's another one. That's not physical. But Mr. Daughtry was my mechanical drawing teacher in the 8th grade at Northside Junior High School, and what Mr. Daughtry had on the board, which was one of the main slogans that he taught us to live by, and we got 13 virtues that you've lived by, and it's beautiful, was cleanliness. Do you know it, Dave?
Is next to godliness?
Yeah, that's it, Dave. Your mother taught you good.
Yep.
Okay, tranquility.
There's another, I like this one a lot. Be not disturbed at trifles or at accidents common or unavoidable. Move on. I mean, so many people get caught up in stuff that's drama. They make drama. They want drama. And the answer is no. So much of life is just trifles. Just let it go. So.
I'm laughing because when Don and I went to South Carolina, to Columbia, to the prisons down there, we went into, it was actually Charleston first, and we went to the place called the Marketplace. It's just a beautiful place to go, and they got these old cotton gins where they have like all these, you know, nice shops and everything. And they had all these little wooden things that are like expressions on these. And one of them said, "You'll be my friend forever because you need my drama." I like that. So I'm not going to say who we were thinking about to give that one to, but yeah, you know. So well, that's the one I came up with. I had another one about tranquility. So we went to a Lone Star on the interstate. We couldn't get off. The traffic was unbelievable in Charlotte. I had never seen such awful traffic. My wife was amazed at Charlotte coming home. But we finally pulled off to a Lone Star. It was a steak place. And I went into the restroom, and on the wall there they had all this cowboy stuff, and it was like this framed little saying, and it said, "Speak slowly, think quick, the cowboy." I thought that was really good. You can picture John Wayne like that. You know, he didn't need to speak too fast. He had a big punch. Okay, chastity.
Rarely use venery but for health or offspring, never to dullness, weakness, or the injury of your own or another person's peace or reputation.
Oh, geez.
Whew.
So chastity is a pureness to it.
Yes.
There's a pureness to it. And so let me just say this. We all need to respect each other. And when, no means no. We can have a whole show on that. No means no. Okay, and humility.
You'll like this. Imitate Jesus and Socrates. This was Franklin. Humility, imitate Jesus and Socrates. I look at this one now, and a lot of the leaders, there is no humility. A lot of them are using the the name of Jesus, and they go, you got to be kidding. This is no. Humility is that. That's what humility is.
How about Socrates, though? You want to explain why it's with Socrates?
Just another one of the great thinkers who, again, everything was in moderation, everything was balanced, it was understated.
I had a word in there, balance. I wanted to bring you the word balance. So with everything that you've talked about today, that you brought forth with Benjamin Franklin's 13 Virtues, it's all about a balance in life. It's stay healthy, in other words, balance. And we'll talk more about balance another time. Dave, did you enjoy today's conversation on Benjamin Franklin's 13 Virtues?
Very much enjoyed it, and to those of you listening, find a model that works for you and just keep working it. If it's Franklin's, great. If it's someone else's, great. But just take ownership and control of your life.
That's unbelievable good advice. So, Dave, thanks for being on the show today, and we're going to stop now. But I just want to encourage each one to follow Dave's advice. Benjamin Franklin, read more, and just have a wonderful week. God bless each one of you. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening to Right Thinking with Steve Copeland. I look forward to being with you again next week. And remember, don't quit, plan ahead, it will get better. God bless you and have a great week.